Welcome back to Daytime. That lemonade was good.
So good, eh? The smell just starts to permeate. Is that the right word? Permeate?
Yeah.
Through the building here, and everyone knows the Daytime kitchen is fired up here. So good. Okay. You know, when I first moved here to London 5 years ago, I heard about this guy and heard about his business and George Giesen and his wife at Porky's Barbecue and Leisure. And
everyone knows
big supporters of the city, big supporters of Rogers TV and our show here. So it's great to have George Giesen from Porky's Pool and Spa on the couch with us. Welcome to the show, George.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's just take me back to Porky's Barbecue and Leisure just for a moment. How long have you been going in the city here?
So this is our 8th season. We're starting now.
Eh?
Yep.
Yeah, good for you.
George is the guy behind all things fun.
Yeah.
Right? He's like the guy behind everything that we drool about. You know, like the hot tubs and the pools and the barbecues and the fireplaces.
I know, and the thing is too, George sells. Look, we got to talk to George here, but like we're just having a chat. George sells such good stuff. We're just saying, I bought my barbecue, the Broil King, from you, George. The thing is still honking along. Like, way to go. Good on you.
And I should have bought my barbecue from you because mine's rusting.
So, George, there's a whole new side to Porky's now, and it's Porky's Pool and Spa. Tell us all about it.
That's right. So we've been researching for a few years now the perfect store to launch our hot tubs in. And a building next to Porky's, which housed a pool store for many, many years, that we own, we decided to start a pool store. And it was a perfect time to also launch a Bullfrog hot tubs, which is a new hot tub to London. It's been around for about 10 years, made in Utah. And that's what I've got with me here today, is a Jetpak from a Bullfrog hot tub.
Very cool. You're going to be at the home show this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to
coming up
introduce
as
it
well.
there,
Yeah,
Bullfrog. Tell us just a bit about it, George. I know you couldn't bring a hot tub in here, but tell us just why is it so good?
So next best thing, I brought in one of the Jetpaks, and the neat thing about this hot tub is if you like a certain seat in your hot tub, but you like the jets that are in another seat in your hot tub, you can actually move them around. So take this out, put it in a different spot. It just has 2 union couplers on the back, and then all the plumbing for the hot tub, or 90% of the plumbing's actually in the water rather than in a bunch of sprayed urethane in the back. So if I developed a leak anywhere in here, it's not leaking into the spray urethane, it's just leaking into the tub. So A, you'd never know it was leaking, and B, it'd be easy to repair if you did need to.
And easier to figure out where the leak is too.
That's right.
Probably.
Yep, if any of these jets stop spinning or something happens to them, you don't have to drain your hot tub down, make the proper repairs, silicone it, wait a day, then put water back in again.
Yeah.
I just go in about 15 seconds, I pull this Jetpak out, I put a new replacement Jetpak in, and I send this off to the shop to get repaired.
And that's it.
George, what should people know when, and I'm just looking at that, that's very fascinating, about when they're getting the hot tub, obviously having the space, what should people know before even making that decision or coming in to see you? What should we know about it?
A lot of times people have a budgetary figure in mind, so we would try to figure out what would be the best for them. The other thing too is look at maintenance. How long am I expecting the hot tub to last? What kind of things would I need to worry about down the road as far as chemicals, replacement parts, service. If you buy your hot tub at a place that isn't there tomorrow, then what are you going to do about parts?
You got to be careful of that because they're popping up everywhere, I'm noticing, and a little scary when you're investing that kind of money.
I think that's so true, George, and great what you just said. I'm always leery when I see them just kind of in a parking lot. I mean, they could be fine, and with all due respect, but I don't know. I like going into places like yours where I know and I can park and
I can call them after the fact and go, hey,
there's lights flashing. Should it be happening? And
what have you?
Yeah. So that's true. It's if you were to drop $500 or $600 on a tree or some of that, it wouldn't necessarily matter so much. But when you're spending several thousands of dollars in a hot tub, you want to be assured that you're going to get some support later on down the road.
Can I ask you about the fanciest hot tub that you have in your store?
Yeah.
The most impressive.
Yeah. They are all impressive, of course, but several of them have optional speaker systems, stereo systems. You can hook them up to your iPod. You can hook them up to your stereo system.
The lights.
The lights.
Oh, it's like a little
You can set them on a remote control so that from the house you can monitor what the temperature is, so that you can change the temperature from from there.
George, I'm just thinking, and not to go specific on pricing here, but what if someone doesn't want the Granddaddy? Like, what's a good starter, just to give people an idea? A good, solid starter one for your home.
So as they get bigger, they become more expensive.
Sure,
but we have a 3-person hot tub that's 110 volts. It's kind of plug and play. You bring it home, plug it into an outlet. It has its own GFI on it, so it doesn't require a special visit by your electrician. You're going to be under $4,000 for something like that.
You know what? We had one before we moved here at our old place, and Joanna and I had one of those. We rented it for a while, and the guy needed a place to leave it, so he left. And it's exactly what you're talking about. And for the two of us, it was really okay. I mean, if you were on a budget, and like you said, George, you just plug it in, it didn't need all the rewiring. So they do have their purpose, those smaller ones too, eh?
And
easy to get going.
You grow from there, for sure. I want to talk a little bit quickly about the options when it comes to chemicals that you're using. What are some of the options that you offer?
So you can use a bromine, or you can use lithium. So there's kind of two schools of thought.
So that's like the salt, is that right?
Salt is also available on some hot tubs. It's an additional element or piece of equipment you would add to it. Sometimes if the manufacturer of the hot tub hasn't tested it with it, you may technically now avoid its electrical components, right? Because now you're adding salt water is a conductor of electricity. So for the amount of trouble it would take to convert a hot tub to salt water, may not be worthwhile. You can affect the water in a tub pretty quickly with 4 adults for 20 minutes, let's say, and a salt generator may not be able to react quick enough to the necessary chemical requirements. So it's not so popular with hot tubs as it is with pools, because it's a much bigger body of water and it can react to a lot quicker.
Yeah, that's a
You
good
know what I
point.
love about these? Do you offer the maintenance plan? You
Yeah.
know what? I have to, because I'm so useless around the house. I always need the maintenance plan. Got to make sure they got the maintenance plan.
You're the guy that still has the softest hands. In
Yeah,
this
I know.
world.
Hey, got to keep no maintenance. Got to have the maintenance plan, but that's always good, especially with something like this too, George. So home show, the spring home, you're going to be there with what? With the barbecues or both?
We're there with both. We have 2 separate booths. So Art Bacon, who was on the show earlier, is really great to us. We get to do an outdoor cooking display with the Burro King team and the Perfect Steak. So we're outside there. We're going to have a hot tub set up outside as well. So that's a nice big outdoor display. Then we have an indoor display with the new hot tub, so a new launch for us, which is great. And then we have the traditional barbecues, where we have a whole line of barbecues set up and ready to sell.
Very cool. We got to have the Perfect Steak on the show. Aren't those guys awesome?
Yep.
So good.
They deliver this stuff to your door. It's great. And then, of course, so you got the good barbecue.
Oh, yeah, then you're all good. I know. George, it's great to see you. Thanks for being
George.
here.
We'll see you this weekend. He's going to be back to talk barbecues as well, another time on Daytime.
Yeah. Website is porkies.ca. They're on Sarnia Road, right around the corner from my house. 51
Lawson.
right before Hyde Park.
Because everyone knows Darren's
I
house.
just tell everyone where I live, right? Lawson Road, yeah. 519-657-5000. Thanks again to George. Time now for our pet of the day.